It's kind of wild how few people in the world today actually truly understand what the gospel is, which is kind of crazy. You would think today, with like the invention of the printing press and the internet and cell phones and social media and everything, by now everyone would fully understand, at least basically understand, what the gospel actually is. But you hear so often people, you ask them, are you a Christian? Do you think you're going to heaven? Like, yeah, I think so. I do my best. I really try to be a good person and all this. And so that's just revealing a fundamental misunderstanding as of what the gospel actually is in the first place. It has nothing to do with whether or not you're a good person. It doesn't matter if you go your whole life and never murder somebody and don't steal from people and don't lie or commit adultery and all these things. You can go your whole life and never commit any of those sins, like those major sins, and still end up being rejected and sent to hell. And you can spend your whole life being a good person and giving to charity and helping old ladies cross the street or whatever you think makes you a good person, and still be rejected by Jesus in the end. And you can actually go to prison for murder and spend half your life dealing drugs and stealing from people, and by the end of your life still end up in heaven and with Jesus welcoming you into the kingdom of heaven. Because it has nothing to do with whether or not you're a good person. The gospel message is that Jesus Christ, who was God, put on human flesh, came down here to earth to live the life that we were unable to live, and then died the death that we deserved, took our sins upon himself, nailing them to the cross, and then suffering in our place, dying in his human body, and then being resurrected to life to enter into a new heavenly glorified body that we're all going to receive one day. And by nailing our sins to the cross in exchange, gave us his righteousness. That's the gospel. The gospel is we're not good people. We could never earn our way to heaven. So Jesus, God, stepped out of heaven, came down here, put on human flesh, did the thing that we couldn't do, took our sins upon himself, and then gave us his righteousness. And now we get to go to heaven and be with Jesus for eternity because of what he did, not because we're a good person. That's what the gospel message is. It's not by being a good person. It's by putting your faith and trust in Jesus Christ and the works that he did, not in yourself.